Welcome, Taurus. What's new with you this spring? That's what we're going to discover right now. So this is for you. We're going to pull a few cards to set the tone from the messages of love, the fortune oracles, and then the zodiac oracle. And then we're using the universal golden for the read and the Rider-Waite minis for clarifiers. And I'll do a card at the end too from the lovers oracle. So from the messages of love for Taurus, April going into May. For Taurus, April going into May of 2023. This is for Taurus. Oh, that came right up. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. And past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. The bottom of the deck is marriage. This relationship is moving toward a sacred union. That's beautiful, Taurus. So you got some love going on there. Let's see here. Move that over a little bit so I have more room. And then from the Fortune Oracle, and I really like this deck. I bought a couple new decks here, testing them out here. So for Taurus, from April to May 2023, Taurus. Angel, number 2. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. And then the bottom of the deck is the Fool, number 12, which is the Hanging Man. And this one says, have the courage to embrace change, take risks, and be adventurous in the underlying energy along with this marriage energy here. Like be the fool in love. Hang out, be wise, see new perspectives as you have divine guidance and protection in this true love. And then what is the sign, element, or planet that affects you most right now? This is for Taurus, April to May 2023. What is the sign, element, or planet that is most affecting Taurus right now? Aquarius. And then these two are backup singers, is what I'm getting. So we have Aquarius. And then these two are water and fire. And they were just coming up regarding the twins. A lot of the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands comes up a lot for the inner children of the masculine and the feminine. So I'll leave these over here. The bottom of the deck is air. So you have 3 of the 4 elements without earth. So we have air, or wind, and fire, and then water as well. So the underlying energy is 25, which is the Knight of Wands. So a lot of fire, and a lot of fire came up with Aries, kind of surrounding water in Aries' read. Fire comes up as 23 in this deck, which is the King of Wands, and water comes up as 24, which is the Queen of Wands. So there is a king and queen here of water and fire. So let's see what's going on here. So these will all be upright, this deck, and I'll use upright and reversal in the clarifiers. This is for Taurus, April to May 2023. What is new for you this spring? What is new for Taurus? What is new for Taurus? All right, so Taurus, April to May 2023. What is new for Taurus? What is new? All right, it's 1:51 on the clock, which is the Magician and the King of Swords. And the Magician just came up in some cards I pulled as the wild card. So, and that could be a Gemini King of Swords or perhaps a Virgo King of Swords. The first card out for you in the center is the 10 of Swords. So this could be a painful ending or ending pain, the end of a cycle, of a painful cycle, or this could be a painful surgery. This could be a bleeding out on the table, which I hope that's not true. But it is a painful ending or ending the pain. This also could be getting a massage, but it is the end of the cycle of pain. So in that sense, it is good no matter what the situation is, which you will know already. The challenge here is the 8 of Cups. So learning how to walk away from something you put a lot of emotion into, right? To find the missing piece. Perhaps taking a hike, going within, being more spiritual here. And then the underlying energy here, or foundation, is the Six of Wands, which is success and victory, getting attention, right? Bringing in the news at the end of the war, leading the way, getting back on the horse. And the challenge here is walking away from something that's very painful, or a good massage, which you know is always hard to walk away from. In the recent past is the Seven of Wands, standing up for oneself, taking the high ground without getting defensive, right? Which could be someone who's on guard. This may be painful, having to stand up to these people. Maybe they're people that are close to you. Maybe they're all coming against you. And you need to take the high ground, right? And not stoop to their level. The crowning energy here is the Ten of Pentacles, which is the ultimate family of wealth and abundance. The 78 in the deck, the last card. So this could be a family, a community, a business, a legacy. This could be the world, heaven on earth. But it also could be a nursing home, you know, a big institution of wealth, a hospital, a university, or again, someone in a nursing home, or just this is a wealthy man, and there is bridging to be had here. It could be a bridging of generations, bridging the generation gap. And again, Aries had 4 tens out on the table. So there's big culminations of a cycle here, and you have 2 tens coming out right here as well. So this is like, you know, finishing up the old and going into this new cycle. And again, the newness of spring, leading the way, standing up without getting defensive, without stooping to their level, and perhaps challenged to walk away from something you know isn't serving you anymore. And what's coming up soon here is the Two of Pentacles, which is doing the juggling act, the daily grind, perhaps performing for people, you know, to be the clown, to keep them distracted from what's going on in the city. Doing the dance, or just being silly, clowning around. That juggling act of just trying to balance life in general. You see yourself as the Seven of Pentacles, which for me, this is about being able to take a break for a while or daydream. Again, you have all this growth right here, and is this enough for you to retire, or is it just taking a small break to decide what you want to do with your savings, or your time, money, and energy that is very precious to you? Again, the constant gardener. This could be also doing work in the yard. And this in the SIRIAN Starseed deck is, for me, is the Divine Feminine's heart in the E Tower. And that could represent the Divine Feminine's heart coming out to do some gardening outside. What's around you, or how others might see you, is the Seven of Swords, which in this deck is, instead of like the liar, cheater, thief, it looks more like someone feeling guilty about stealing information, or stealing away, ghosting, or doing, you know, feeling guilty about what they did, you know, or some sneakiness perhaps with their fuzzy socks there. And again, you see the tents lined with gold over here. So, and that gypsies, tramps, and thieves energy comes up here. So what do they do? And you have 2 sevens right here. So it's like divine timing here of getting away with something and then feeling guilty about it because this person doesn't do anything about it. Maybe you scammed them and they didn't retaliate. You know, they just went within and prayed about it perhaps, or dreamed of a better world. And then that energy transferred over here as then this person feeling guilty about it, about what they did, whereas maybe normally they wouldn't. And this can be this, as other people might see you as this, because you're not working or you're being still. Like how is this person able to not work? Like, did they steal something or get away with something? How did they get away with that? You know, there's something about that here. And there's good news that came in over here. The block for you, Taurus, is the devil. The ball and chain, right? The devil made me do it. This is any kind of addiction or codependency. This could be a Capricorn as well. So you're challenged to walk away, and you're blocked by the shadow here, feeling chained. This is why it's difficult for you to walk away. You feel chained to a situation, whether it's a marriage or a contract or some dark entity that trapped you into something. And then at the end here is the Three of Pentacles. Perhaps the workplace or school or church, a place of co-creation, of creating something or sculpting something and having it reviewed. And here we have the Ten of Pentacles next to the Three of Pentacles, right? A much smaller business compared to this bigger business, or family and family, right? One's much bigger than the other. Perhaps this is an offshoot of this bigger family or institution. I was just getting to like a satellite branch of a hospital, that kind of thing, or even a university. And what is bridging this? Whatever place of co-creation it is. It can be the gym if you co-create the gym. But whatever place this is that may be a part of this Ten of Pentacles, of a bigger thing, like the world, what is the bridging of this to what's left hanging in limbo at the end of this read? What is the bridging taking place? So the bridging is actually meditation here. This could also be protecting your sexuality, protecting your legs, right? Blanketing the orange of the sacral chakra over your lower body, which could be the sacral and the root chakra, protecting it with your words or your sword, you know, your solemn vow to be loyal, you know, like a marriage. This is someone praying on it. And you have this energy of like Mother Mary in the background, and the feminine energy praying to Mother Mary. And we have the Three Swords hanging on the wall of heartbreak and separation. And then the Fourth of protection over here, and Archangel Michael is coming up with that. So the bridge here is meditation, rest, sleep, or laying someone to rest. This could be a funeral service as well. And maybe doing something very creative. Maybe the person was an artist and you want to do something to reflect who they were, a celebration of life. So after taking a break, perhaps taking a break from the family over here, or the larger family, the extended family, or perhaps work is your break to get away from the family, or you like working at this satellite place because it gets you away from the hubbub of all these people. What is hanging in limbo at the end of your read is the Tower, a sudden event. Okay, is this an explosion? Is this an eruption? Is this a sudden epiphany? This could be a sexual exchange as well, but something that blows you out of the water, blows your mind, blows your top. And then we have the Hermit, shedding light on the situation, on the long way down, coming out of the Tower. This could be someone who was affected by 9/11 as well, or any of the current explosions that have happened. So, oh, very interesting. I'll show you these cards at the end, but I want to clarify what we have first. Very interesting. Okay, the bottom of the deck here for the underlying energy is the Death card, the Dark Night, the end, a death of someone perhaps. This could be last rites. This is Scorpio energy, very powerful and transformative, very deep. And again, 6 feet. This also could be someone, you know, maybe someone died. It wasn't very nice, and maybe someone got trampled. I hope not, but this could be a metaphor too for feeling trampled on, or this person just bowling right over them, no matter what. Right? Anyone who gets in their way, they're going to bowl down. This also could be the church or the children and their beliefs getting in the way of the Dark Night, getting to where they're going, what is right for them and their journey. So this is the underlying energy with the Knight of Wands rushing in, perhaps coming to the rescue to save the day, as the Knight of Pentacles went back to deal with the Magician who came up as the wild card earlier, regarding a celebration, a coming together, a celebration of life, like I said, and again, to find peace, or the Hermit who found peace, again, in a celebration or celebration of life, or finding a better place that serves them better. and where they can manifest, where they have all their tools and they have clear energy that they can work with. They have their DNA, that's all they need. And then finding people to help and people to rush in or take call or to divide and conquer and get things done and bowl over anyone who gets in their way. So let's see how this all pans out here. Let's put this down. And we have Scorpio, Sag, perhaps Taurus there too. It could be what, there's 3 nights here, right? That could mean 3 nights from now as well, or 3 nights of something. But we have 2 nights and then the dark night over here, right? Who may be taking charge after they tried different avenues. This one's going right in for the kill. And then here is the wild card over here they weren't expecting, which may be this one over here, after a celebration or friends or family coming together. And again, that magician always reminds me of like Michael Jackson and Richard Simmons combined with like Jesus and Moses. It's an interesting magician there. And we're going to clarify all these guys. So what do we have? We have, like I said, Scorpio and Sag and Taurus probably. This is Gemini traditionally, but Virgo and Aries can come up with the magician as well. And then we have Capricorn over here and Scorpio and Virgo over here. And as far as the court cards, you know, we have the knights under here, but there are no court cards in your read. Just the institution, the business, a painful ending or getting a massage, or ending pain for others, and challenge to walk away and blocked by the devil. And again, somebody could consider this priest or this religious leader as the devil who's getting in their way, you know, forcing them to believe something they don't believe. And that could be someone trying to give them last rites, and maybe someone doesn't want last rites because they don't believe in that. All right. So, and this, the devil and death could also be an unnatural death, and that came up with Aries too. Some kind of wrongful death suit maybe coming up around you, whether it has to do with you or just energies around you or even in the news. But this is that, you know, this could be a murder or some kind of wrongful death. Definitely something negative. But again, this is a fear because this is in your blocks. Fearing the worst about a death or a change or a transition, a transformation. So what do we have with the death card and the underlying energy? We have the Ace of Wands reversed with the 3 of Wands upright and the Strength card over here reversed, which can be weakness or illness, the need for courage and strength, frustrated with no growth, no inspiration, not aroused, not feeling inspired or sexual at all, being very present in the moment to a weakness, or knowing that they need or you need courage and strength to get through this. And this could be a death or a big transformation for you. And we have Leo there too. It could be ego death as well. So we have the 7 of Wands. That all fell on the floor. So this one was first. And this one that fell on the floor. And this is someone who's not sleeping and rising above or awakening and perhaps coming out about it with this 7 of Wands of someone standing up for themselves about their own awakening, which is very difficult when people think you're crazy or they don't believe you. And these came out with that card too. The Knight of Cups offering love, and there's the Dark Knight, as we had 3 Knights coming up together with the Dark Knight over here, including Taurus. But here we have the the Knight of Cups, which can be a Scorpio energy, the Dark Knight, coming into the Queen of Swords reversed at the workplace or place of co-creation. Okay, now is this someone grieving, right? Because this is a celebration of life. This could be the grieving widow who's very distraught. And again, we have death here, coming to the church or the place of celebration, and someone not getting sleep or rising above, and there's this energy of Jesus and Easter. And again, this could be your Easter celebration or whatever it is that you do celebrate. There is a grieving here. Or is this Queen of Swords someone who lies or is verbally abusive and being very contradictive and being in such a sacred place. So we have, again, that could be the need to stand up for yourself to non-believers, okay, and that's a very church thing to say, right? And then we have the Six of Wands in the underlying energy there, or the foundation rather, and the Fool. So the Fool who fell off the cliff, right, who did something silly, or they fell and hurt themselves, again, the long way down and the need to get back up on the horse, along with the Wheel of Fortune where things didn't go their way, right, falling down. Again, the death. Some might have fallen to their death, literally, or fell off the horse, or again, fell off their high horse, so they got kicked off their throne, so to speak. So this can be a lack of faith too. So it happened because of a lack of faith or because of foolish behavior. And there's Aries energy there too, as well as Libra for me. And the central energy is the Ten of Swords. Again, standing up for oneself. This energy right here to the King of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Pentacles. Now this could be his expression here of offering an invitation or an opportunity, but coming from an ungrounded place, or someone who lost money recently or status, right? They took a fall, and this is someone standing up to them. This also could be advocating at the hospital. Like if someone's in surgery, the need to stand up to the staff and not just wait and listen for what they say. You know, let's say you waited for an hour and there's something wrong because they told you it should only take a half an hour. It's self-advocating at the hospital or the institution. This could also be someone who's all about the money, and this could be their child who's very curious and very good at manifesting new things or loves to learn. And the need to defend, to stand up to these two. And not just automatically believe what they say with this Ten of Swords over here. And again, this could be a wrongful death suit about a surgery that went wrong. And just because they're a doctor doesn't mean they're perfect or that they're God or that they know everything. So just because you trusted them doesn't mean they know everything. Maybe there's something they didn't know. Maybe something happened by accident, but that they're not perfect as well. But again, this could be someone taken down, and it doesn't have to be a surgery or hospital setting, but again, something very painful. Or again, it could be someone who literally fell off of a horse or in the mountains. I can't rule out suicide. I guess it could have been someone, but it's something you would have known about already. The challenge is the Eight of Cups and a cycle that's way overdue to be done. This can be a family that's just very distraught or unhappy, and there is some getting advice from the hermit, the grandparent, shedding light on the unhappiness of the long way down. You know, they're like standing on a cliff, so to speak. Shedding light on the valley, right? Because the cups is making the valley between the mountains, right? The valley of the shadow of death. You shall not see the evil, right? Because God, Source Creator, is walking with you. Perhaps others want you to stay in a negative energy and not wanting to go with the family, wanting to be on their own, wanting to find another way to express themselves other than to grieve perpetually. But again, this could be, you know, this is definitely some kind of honoring of someone. And then this just fell in my lap. So the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Swords. And again, this could be someone rushing in to deliver a message last minute, express mail, a delivery, someone charging, you know, getting charged. That could be someone getting arrested, or again, someone rushing in with the truth. This can be an arrest, though. This is coming from the man, so to speak, right? From the powers that be. But again, this is Taurus energy coming in with the truth, perhaps. This could be the all boys club as well, right? Demanding or being that slave driver. Demanding something be done about this is what I'm getting. The Ten of Pentacles, again, is the institution. The powers that be, right? The hospital, the university, the political arena, and something needs to be done. And is that coming from the traditional powers that be, the all boys club, and the way they want things done? Or fighting back against the individual who maybe filed a wrongful death suit or wants to change the way things were done because it's not working. And it never has, and someone has to fight for it. And that's a common theme that's coming up this week. It's the same thing. I brought this up with Aries too, is Harry and Meghan's fight because the mail service publicized their letter that was supposed to be personal to her father. And they had to fight years to find success. So here we have the Two of Pentacles, performing, juggling, doing the daily, and healing, forgiveness, apologizing, perhaps someone doing a little jig. Maybe they have a hard time with their words, so they're trying to lighten things up. Feeling like there's no options, or for those without options, or perhaps you made a new choice of path, but you're unable to implement it right now, and because of the disappointment, trying to distract yourself or others from feeling bad about it. And that could be a home or a union, a celebration of life. Again, people being very welcoming to come in and celebrate with us. You see yourself as the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus. We have these here, the Ten of Pentacles, and you have 7 here, but maybe your family is the Ten of Pentacles, and this is about starting over again, no longer bored, or no longer grounding and integrating, but wanting to start over, not follow through with the whole cycle from 4 to 10, but rather start fresh again and start over again. And there could be some depression or arrogance around this. Of reaping rewards. This family could be coming off as wanting to start over, but being arrogant about it. They could also be pushing you to start over and telling you what to do, but you want to do things in your own way, perhaps. And they're, not seeing eye to eye here. And the need to detox a codependent relationship or an addiction here. And there's this energy around you. And this could be not agreeing on what's considered right and wrong, what's considered stealing and not stealing. When is it okay to take other people's words or ideas, and when is it not okay to do that? When should you feel guilty or shame about doing something you shouldn't have done? The Seven of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords with the Devil. Some nasty energy there. All right, we have the innocent ones, the children, and reaping rewards of their efforts. This could be young ones who are doing really well, and others who may be jealous of them, saying they have no right to have that much, that kind of wealth or success. They're little, they're young. Like, how do I get me some of that? And this could be someone who's like stealing from the mouths of babes. And these could be children of a wealthy family here. But maybe they have put a lot of work into it too. And this is someone who's, wants to get in on their good thing. Be careful who you're trusting. And people might be seeing you as like being that person, you know, getting away with something because perhaps you were a child of a wealthy family. Like where'd you get this money to spend? And people either seeing you as stealing or getting away with something, or is this actually someone in your energy, right, that needs to detox, someone who doesn't see eye to eye with you? And these could be children, that could be you and a sibling too, reaping the rewards of your efforts. Maybe you had to do a lot of hard work to get something taken care of. You know, this could be inheritance too, and someone trying to block you from getting your rightful inheritance. The block here of the devil for Taurus is what? The King of Cups. A lot of cards here. The Magician reverse. This is really manipulative energy. And then the one who has it all. And this is someone, you know, these are people who want what you have. So be careful, Taurus. Be careful who you trust, who you're friends with. And you could even be having difficulties within the family as well. See, this is the sovereign who's got everything they need and they're single. And these are manipulators who may want what you have. This could be your fear that you'll only attract people who want what you have if you show what you have, or if you come off as really wealthy. Or maybe you're afraid to walk away from this wealth, right? Because you only have it because of the family. But you don't agree with the family, so this is an issue for you, challenge to walk away to find your true happiness. Because maybe you're dependent on this family, or this business, this community. Right here, you're the sovereign here. Again, walking away, but feeling bad about it, or making them feel bad about it. But it's the truth. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles, this could be the need to give the truth also to the children, or even if it's draining, or again about ego death here, right? To like an ego check for the kids, right? You didn't earn this. This can be the other way too, where maybe the kids are spoiled and they're very entitled, and this is like a ego check here, kind of putting someone in their place. And then here we have the Three of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups reversed. It was just kind of spinning around there on the couch. We have the Eight of Swords. She's feeling imprisoned or trapped or anxious regarding what the Page of Swords is saying. Or this could be a message that comes in from work or school, or something a child says that kind of puts you in your place, you know, and an adult doesn't often take kindly to that when a child kind of puts them in their place, but they can't say anything, they're trapped because what they're saying is the truth. The Four of Swords, about laying someone to rest or taking a break, that the truth shall set you free. Even if it's draining, even if it means ego death, even if it means illness here, feeling sick. Maybe the truth is making the kids out of control or feeling like they're sick to their stomach. But again, this could be someone having their crown handed to them on a silver platter, right? In a heated exchange. Or with delay after delay. And someone, again, is at rest or praying or trying to rise above, or can't sleep. And why is the Tower coming in? Is this this is someone trying to rise above a lack of sleep and meditate, perhaps, to get an epiphany, right? To understand why the long way down there. Or why did 9/11 happen? Or why did some explosion happen recently? The Knight of Wands reversed, got knocked off their horse. This can be a player or someone who fell short of expectations or feels paralyzed by their passions. And yet, in a bold move here, to ascend, to move, to travel, Ah, the zebra came up earlier. I had to watch a couple of videos. The zebra was attacked by the crocodile, which was funny because the crocodile and the zebra both came up in the cards that I pulled. And in the videos that came up, one of the videos that first came up was about the zebra who bit the crocodile back. And then with the cheetahs were chasing the zebras all over the place, but they weren't ready for those kicks of the zebra. They're pretty fierce. Don't underestimate a zebra is what I'm trying to tell you. Because they'll railroad you, they'll run right over you. It was very interesting, the message around the zebra. So this could be a car accident too, a hit and run. Or maybe you feel like you got hit by a Mack truck, and this could be the exhaustion here of someone not sleeping because of new information or clarity that came in, perhaps from this Page of Swords over here that you weren't ready for or expecting. And then the Hermit. With the Nine of Swords reversed. And this can be, this is the nightmare, not sleeping. But this is getting over it. Trying to end the nightmare, the stress, the suffering and silence. But it's not over until the 10, which is coming here. So it is over now. The worst is now here. But the other 10 of Swords from the mini deck hasn't come out yet. We'll see which direction it's in. But here we have the King of Wands reversed. Again, this could be someone who was knocked off their throne, because that can be this Knight of Wands, or is this father and son here? We have Scorpio and Virgo right there. This could be, someone feeling paralyzed or is paralyzed after fell off a horse suddenly. Someone fell on a ski slope or off of a mountain. Perhaps someone jumped and they didn't die, but they got really hurt. But again, this could be someone rushing in but kind of paralyzed by the fear of this new information or clarity of wanting to end it all, with the King of Wands reversed. And then the Emperor, who's giving them a sideways glance over here. And there's no love loss here. He feels pushed to his emotional limit with this. And is that a child, who's had a drug problem all their life? And it's been one thing after the other for the Emperor. And it's just one more thing, and the Emperor's had it. And this is a grown adult. It's not a child. So he may feel pushed to his emotional limit here. Or, he's upright. He's not coming up reversed. He may have to, maybe he has to dump someone or is getting dumped, just pushed to the limit. Maybe he's triggered or triggering others here. And here's the Page of Wands. This could be his child. Or dumping, the Emperor may be dumping all of his responsibilities on his kids because he doesn't want to do it anymore. Or he was hoping to leave all of his stuff to the kids, but they don't want it. Or they're not qualified to take over for him. So, and this could be mediation or getting advice from the Hermit over here. Or sudden wisdom here regarding my 3 sons. That's what I'm getting. The Emperor and the 3 fire signs, the Page, the Knight, and the King. This also could be the succession or the progression of one person as well, with the Knight, the King, and then the Page of Wands reversed. And they're all out of control. So there's a lot of fiery energies out of control, which came up here too. So then what came up here for you guys is the Ace of Pentacles. And is this an offer of a new life, or is this withholding until it's time for a new life? This is the Hermit shedding light on this energy. And the Queen of Cups here. And she was just reversed over here. So this is an offer of new life to the Queen of Cups who's reversed. Or is this withholding from the Queen of Cups? We'll see when the other aces come up. But we have the Queen of Swords as well. We got the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. 3 queens and 3 knights. And the Star card. But that came up reversed too, right? As opposed to their dreams coming true, their dreams not coming true. or perhaps some depression, the need to dream, to heal. So there's my 3 sons, there's 3 knights, there's 3 queens, and then the Page of Wands, who's reversed right here. And that could be the inner child of the Emperor as well, looking back at his life, at all the phases he went through. And this could be his advisor, you know, reminding him of his children, remember what you went through to get to where you are. And then here's someone finding satisfaction with themselves. This could also be someone who's put on weight. This could be someone in France, 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Maybe someone's drinking too much or likes to wear a beret. So what is it about that Ace of Pentacles? This is a burden. Again, maybe someone gained weight. They're carrying too much weight. And then this is the Atlas energy, carrying the weight of the world, walking away from the victim mentality. This is the surrender of the wounded warrior. And perhaps offering to pay to help them do this. All right, and that could be coming from the Hermit over here, shedding light on this. Or maybe they're shedding light on withholding of help to do this. And this is a block, the Knight of Pentacles, which came up over here, which could be Taurus. This is a block or laziness or someone who's idle, who doesn't want to work or is frustrated or doesn't have the balls to move on. This could be someone who's disabled or unable to function because of their emotions about something regarding a lover or divine love. In a losing battle here of judgment, of a decision, of announcements, of a wake-up call, of always having to make the call or the decision, or final call. I'm getting final roll call. But again, this is the waking up of the dead and the lover's job in the losing battle of the awakening, of waking up the collective. So the Queen of Cups, again, the angel, the patient angel. This could be a Sagittarius energy. Or again, the Queen of Cups could be reversed because she's just sad and waiting, but angelic. This could be someone who passed and is coming back as an angel. This is post-war, post-virus, or after being defeated. This can be PTSD and the trauma that follows, and the stealing that happens after the war, of stealing from others, right? Looting the businesses. And again, that could have come up with the past couple of years in COVID. Being patient for it to end in the awakening, of seeing ego, of the realization of the process of this, and again, realizing that the worst is now over, which is good, because this is now coming up, that the worst is now over, and the bliss is setting in, one sword at a time. They're being pulled out, which is that energy of this Page of Swords, pulling one sword out at a time, and that's the bliss, when you get freed from the pain. And then the Queen of Pentacles comes up, perhaps with a secret passion, and finding peace, perhaps dumping their emotional attachments that don't serve them anymore. But she's the only queen that didn't come up here, the Queen of Pentacles. And so who is the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands? Or are they all the same person? This is bad influences around. Perhaps at work, or interfering with trying to get into alignment or getting their ducks in the row. The interference, this can be a third-party situation. This can be bad influences, people who drink too much or party all the time, or gossiping while you're trying to work. These are these 3 queens coming up, and the Queen of Pentacles is upright here. And we know the Queen of Cups is reversed, and the Queen of Swords was reversed back here somewhere, yep. And I don't know if the Queen of Wands came up yet. But yep, they're coming up as negative. Queen of Pentacles is coming up upright. The Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is coming up as deceitful and some kind of sudden explosion, or maybe she's got a really bad temper. This could be saying don't wake her up early because she'll freak out at you. And again, there's Aquarius reverse energy too, where these three queens may all be depressed regarding 9/11 still, post-trauma, or some other explosion or trauma that's happened recently. Maybe a loss of a child. This could be a miscarry, or again, this could be a rejection. And we have the Six of Cups right here with the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups right here, and these two are both reversed. The Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. And we have the King of Swords, and again, two recovering. The King of Swords letting two back in. If they're willing to be practical and save, as opposed to this could be kids, you know, acting out, spending too much money, doing all sorts of things, not being respectful. So they may be allowed back in by the King of Swords if they do this. This also could be if they got in trouble, restitution that's getting paid. That they need to learn how to find happiness within themselves as opposed to finding it outside themselves. And this can also be the Empress is here too. This also could be two children moving from the Empresses to the King of Swords. The children may not have been happy at the mother's house and they go to move in with the father. I'm getting the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And then we have the world upside down for the Empress over here. The need to complete a cycle with justice. This could be a divorce they're going through and feeling stolen some. Or is the judge being paid off? Or is the judge asking for more information from a private investigator, or forensics is coming up to play in court if you're in court. So we have Taurus, Pisces reversed, and Libra upright there if you're in court. And again there could be, you know, PI investigation going on, and now that information is being brought forward. Someone's coming in with good news, leading the way with a good reputation. And there's that Ace of Pentacles being withheld, saving instead of spending, or trying to magnetize the coin, just waiting for a new start. For the good news came in, and now it's not quite time to go forward with this big offer, a new life. So there's this holding period, and that could be someone. This could be a break in court, right? To discovery, or to review the information, this new information that came in. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. So again, these three queens are all reversed. The Queen of Pentacles is upright. This could be withholding from the Queen of Wands, a house or a home, or at this celebration withholding from them, like not offering them money, not offering them time or energy, right? Maybe there's good news, but she can't have this time, money, and energy. Not here, not at this celebration, it's inappropriate, or not until they clean up their act, so to speak. And again, the Nine of Cups, which was right here, is the energy of not getting one's way, not getting their wish, being arrogant. And this Page of Wands reversed could be being like that. After rejecting this Page of Cups suddenly, or again, a sudden loss. But this also could be a moon child, a Cancer. We have Cancer. This could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio here. You know, a moon child type of energy. This could be someone who's called a crybaby, or has a real reason to cry. This is real loss for them. And then here's this energy of this house, home, union, or celebration, and someone not getting their way this time. No matter how much they perform or try to hide the truth, it's not working this time, which is good. Okay, so I don't know if that's you or someone around you doing that. Maybe you have a younger sibling who's doing that. So let's see what, from the Lovers Oracle here, what comes up for Taurus. hour, yeah. I'm trying to keep these, about less than 45 minutes, but it's hard sometimes. All right, so there's true love here, though. It's really complicated, though, isn't it? I have to shuffle again because I'm shuffling the wrong way. So I'm just showing you the underlying energy. I'll show you what came up, but only time will tell. And when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you've shared with those you love. So let's try that again. All right, this is for Taurus. Taurus. Oh, there we go. All right, so the two that came out. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you'll be surprised where it leads. And sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. And the underlying energy is my beloved. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Okay? And you definitely have sacred union in here, but there's this huge mess, like between, because you have the true love in past life and a marriage, whether it's a current marriage or it's coming into play. This is big, but there's a lot going down here to clear the slate for this new life or new life offer. But it looks like it's definitely coming. So hold on to your hats, Taurus. It looks pretty amazing, but you're going through it for sure. So, Taurus, remember your water and your rest. Definitely looks like people need rest here. Your joy in your nature. Rise and be loved. Love and rise. Bye.